It's another hot day, isn't it? Whew. Good news, I am kind of adapt to the big noise in early morning from the street below, some construction site. I don't know why there are so many construction sites nowadays in Shantou near my living place. So yesterday I was totally scared or to be awakened by the big noise. It's big scary. Big scary sound. And today the thing gets better. I can still adapt to that. Maybe it's not that noisy compared to yesterday, so that I can still take a longer sleep. I can still fall asleep. So as you can see that I'm awake again to the nearest Starbucks, and yeah, my handouts of my ancient Egyptian language course as the last episode to do, and I shall finish that this morning. And after that, I will have about one whole day to revise it, to think it over, to see whether I should add on something or remove something or adapt to something. To adapt it. So anyway, it seems that the more books I read, the more documentaries I watched, the more possible that I can make these handouts make more sense. Yeah, this is the first time for me to teach this. What I'm most concerned about is whether the materials for each lesson is sufficient, because I don't want to spend just 1 hour, finish all the topics, and then a whole hour to talk about my own experience. I don't quite like this. Although maybe some of them might be interested in my travel, but yes, my travel can be a little bit like the bonus part for each lesson, which lasts about maybe 15 minutes or 10 minutes. But if I spend 1 hour on myself instead of the course itself, you can only mean that your material is not well prepared. And it's like slapping my face hard. Another big change, as you can see, is that I'm now using YouTube for my live, even when I go back to my country, go back to China. Well, on the one hand, thanks to VPN, and this VPN is good enough, it seems. I am not very sure if you feel that the internet is jamming. You can also tell me by throw me one comment below. I hope it's not jamming. I hope you can still hear my voice. And if I can finish this handouts this morning, I think I would send it to the students group tomorrow afternoon. Maybe some of them still want to get it printed, so I need to give them enough time. Another discovery is that it seems my students group becomes a little bit smaller after we discussed the detailed plan last time. I think one of them just quit. But that's okay. I've still got 3 persons to do. If they can all come, it's still good practice. You know, this is like a rehearsal for my next round. And this is the first time to teach this. It's also, let's say, a trial to see whether the handouts are good to use. And I believe that my second round, which will probably take place later this month in Shanghai, I think that round should be much better. Another thing is that I keep telling myself that is, don't be a perfectionist. Do not ask yourself too much. And Egypt is a too big a topic. Too big a topic. Yes, I have been there once, right? Last month I've been there once. I stayed there for 2 weeks, 14 days. Used up all my data pack, the SIM card data pack. Try to get some live, but the result turned to be very, I should not say very bad, but the result is not satisfying. Because Egypt, the whole country, I don't think it has the good internet. The network speed is too slow, and it's impossible, I think, to make some live. The situation can also be seen from Cairo airport, which should be the propaganda window of the whole country, which should have very good, very quality internet, very quality Wi-Fi. But the results turn to be very, very bad. It's so hard to get connected to the Wi-Fi. And every other countries I think I have visited, they all offer the unlimited data pack for the SIM card, but this is not the case in Egypt. At the airport, you can have several supplier choices, and the one I choose is Orange, and Orange offers the largest data pack of 68 gigabytes for 30 days. That's the biggest problem. 38 gigabytes seems to be very much, but if that is for 30 days, you can count how many gigabytes each day. And the data packs can also say no to my life. it's not totally not enough. So I said I stay there for 14 days. And on the last day, when about to leave, I've got only 500 megabytes, not gigabytes, but 500 megabytes left. And I saved that 500 just in case some other things might happen. So I really hope that in the future the internet connection, the internet situation can be better in Cairo. If so, there will be way many more YouTubers rush there to open another business. One thing I can still remember very clearly is my first time to go to Cairo. The fair, the market, the biggest local market. Also a tourist site. In fact, Cairo is a little bit too tourist oriented. So it might not be a very wise decision to buy anything there. It's pricey, it's not local. Although the label is local, but it might not be local. It's not what the Egyptian says, Egyptian quality products. And I even heard some Egyptians saying that holiday is no good. Holiday no good. You know that this is one of the most famous tourist sites in Cairo. For example, when you are staying in Cairo, especially during the evenings, where do you want to go, right? All the other historical sites shut their door. So where do you want to go? The Gem, a great Egyptian museum, shuts its door a little bit later. You can still have a maybe evening tour there, especially I think during the weekends. But all the other sites shut their doors so early. Normally it will be 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or maybe 4:30 in the afternoon. So what do you plan to do next? Here's another personal advice. That is to explore the new Cairo. For example, the Nasir city. I hope I pronounce it not too weirdly. The Nasir city. The new Cairo. Because I think most of the travelers will stay in Giza or in downtown Cairo, which means the old city, Cairo. Very old, very crowded, noisy, a little bit dirty. Especially in Giza, it will be chaotic. But if you go to the new Cairo, you can see another aspect or another face of Cairo. It's modern. Of course, it's not comparable with Bangkok, those kinds of metropolitan cities, but it's modern. It's another kind of thing I think you should not miss. It will give you a fuller picture of Cairo. very modern malls. I've been to at least 2 or 3 modern malls. The biggest one, I think, is the one near the Intercontinental. So this is also my advice if you do not know where to go in the evenings. Holiday market can be one night, but you don't have to put all the nights in that market. Another thing is I will try to put my lessons this time on the live platform. That is, if you have the access to my platform, you can watch that via internet. But that will be in Chinese. Another thing is it will not be hello, and it will not be on YouTube, I think. But if the students allow, if they do not mind, I can still send the recorded version here, so you can watch that after I give the lecture. There will be a 7 episode or 7 lecture series. Every lecture lasts about 2 hours. So this is not an easy task for me. It's also the reason why I need to spend about 2 days and a half editing the handouts. It's not a textbook. If this one is a textbook, it's another story. You have to provide it with even more explanations of the grammar thing and some like the vocabulary list. Anyway, that will be another task. It's over there, right? Maybe some of you can already spot it out. Just on the other side of the road, the Starbucks, which is nearest to my apartment. It takes me about 20 minutes to reach here. For live, it's just still a little bit short. I hope that every live can be no less than 35 minutes or 40 minutes. So it's still a little bit short. One thing is that the longer live you hold, the easier it seems to attract more listeners. And this Thursday, I will on my way to Guangzhou. On the one hand, to give the lecture, but that will only take place during evenings, from 7:30 to 9:30. And during the daytime, I still have a free time. And I can have some city walk and visit some places I'm interested. And if you like, I can also take you there. Yeah. So I can also have some YouTube lives. So if you like it, you can subscribe. Okay, so that should be it. And I shall begin to do my work this morning. I haven't finished any real work yet. Live can be one part of the thing, but it's not so hardcore. With my handouts empty. And maybe we'll see you again this afternoon when I'm on my way to the seaside. Okay, see you then. Bye.